What is going on, guys? It's your boy Cash. In today's video, we are going to be going into let me take the zipper off. Take the zipper off. Zip. We of course got to talk about, what is this? Oh, it's Estarosa. Anyway, obviously today is going to be about FC Emma, to review her because yes, I said she was this, that, and the third, but we need to see her stats, and I think that that's what makes it important. It's cool to see just one thing of her, like just one thing, and I'll probably do a couple polls, and then we'll just, call it an evening. Oh yeah, I gotta take off the, look at this. Look what happened to my shirt. She was probably tugging on me at the nights, man. Girl, you gotta, let me put some clothes on before she gets a little bit out of control. What's going on, guys? I had to put on the manifested hoodie. I had to do that because I need to get her in a few summons. We're actually sitting at 15 hundo, which I think if the week plays out and all the other fancy stuff plays out, we'll probably be in a good spot. I would say I completely skipped yesterday. When I take a day off of making content, I don't do anything. I usually don't try to play or do anything. So let's go check out Emma Dema Kupema. If I'm in a good mood, I think we might get 2 videos out today. That would be optimal. Now Emma has been in the game for a while, obviously, and now it's kind of cool to kind of come to these characters when they get reworked, because we get to see them in a different light, I would have to say. Like kind of sorta. We get to see them in a different light because different things have changed in the game since they've been released, especially the OG characters, especially when they get the FC change. So now when I look at her HP and I'm looking at her stats, right, I notice that she has high HP, and I never noticed that the support class always have high HP. So when we're looking at that and the fact that her FC has some stuff that scales off it is pretty good, right? Attack's going to be low, defense is going to be low, which, could be a good thing when we got Schmitty Manjinkson in the building. Hit and dodge are both 99 at the same time. Crit hit is 50, block is 50, but her attack speed is actually 73, which is weird because I think Iris or whoever the last support I think was we were looking at, I guess healer supports have a lower speed, but she actually has a decent speed, that's the cool thing about looking back into these characters after looking at so many other characters. At least as for me, doing all the reviews, it's nice to see a 73 speed, because there are, not that there are tanks, at least in PvE you can organize your formation any way you want, but now characters get mana just for being in the same line as other characters. So if there are characters that are faster, if you wanted to manipulate that, you could, which I do like that. So if you wanted to have her being able to do a certain move on her first turn, you can do that by just having characters that are faster than her. I don't think there's any tanks that are necessarily faster than her, but there could be some supports that could have fast speed, like Ramji probably has same exact speed I was thinking. But that's cool. Ramji, we all know, is like a more offensive frontline character. Zion is another, he's a tank but he's fast, you know what I'm saying? Like, so there's certain cool little combinations that you can do. Shell's I think fast too. C74, like some of these characters that are slightly faster than her, not saying you're going to use them, Shell maybe so after the FC reveal, that you'll have these characters that you're going to be like, well, let me put them in the same comp. So there could be some shenanigans, that could be happening, but just thought I'd mention that because it's just something that you should need to keep in mind. So let's go over to her bio. We gotta see, how old is this revengeful dead lady? She's 38. Race is undead. I like that. The second queen, Baelish rescued Emma when she was, I'm not reading that. All right, but her story does seem cool. I think she's like Rachel's mom or something like that. And she does have a very Dark Souls-y look. Yeah, I already knew I was gonna eventually plug the damn Dark Souls playthrough. I do want to do that. I think I'm going to upload some stuff on Wednesday. So guys, check out the old stuff right now. Today is, well, Wednesday is tomorrow, right? So tomorrow we usually get our news. We get our news. Usually something's gonna come into the game, and then after that, I will try to give you guys some more Dark Souls content somewhere in the day. So check that out. She has a very Dark Souls kind of esque look of some of the enemies. Would be even like a boss. So I do like her original outfit. I wish she was a stronger unit when I first saw her, but it is what it is. But let's go over to the skill preview, and we can see. Let me make sure you can hear her nonsense. Let's see that basic. I do like to compare the basic. That's why I always have it in the video, so you guys can see the basic, what she looked like initially and what she looks like now. She does have the mana. No, she has a cleanse. Sorry, cleanse is what Iris has, it takes over damage over time and debuffs. So that's why it's really good to have a character like her with all the silences that have been going on through the FC Rachel. Well, I can't just say FC Rachel, right? The blue Fake Core Rachel has a silence. FC Rudley has a silence. FC Annie has a silence, and that's just the more common one. No one really uses stuns and things like that. So, but it does take that off, and obviously damage over time. She'll only cleanse one person, but it is pretty good to have someone cleanse of a DOT, and they might have survivability, especially with Janai kind of running around. Now she does have the Dragon Knight. She's a head Dragon Knight more specifically, so she's a character technically on dark days, because I think she is dark if I'm not mistaken. I confused because her FC looks like the light version, but I know she doesn't change elements. Stable character that you're supposed to be using on those days. Lower the damage you take in that instance. So that's why I was saying that her FC actually really helps with that. And she does have this S1 is a standard S1 with 300. It's just a big single target hit. Ooh. Now, as you guys know, with Signature Force, that would hit like a truck, which is also really good, but nothing too crazy as far as the move. It doesn't really do anything. Now, here was her coup de grace, or however the heck you say it. This was the really, really good thing here. So 375, which whatever, but she lowered the attack of the person based off her own attack. Now, when she first was released, this was trash because there was no way to increase or interact with this at all. But now it is, what I would say, it's a more active. Remember, now if you were to scale her attack in any way, shape, or form with attack buffs or anything like that, her attack would be higher, then the debuff that she gives out would be higher. And it would just be, you know, a way better skill, especially if there are a couple of buffers that go before her, maybe raising her attack to actually make this a significant thing. Look how crazy that looks. Hey, buddy. Crazy cool animation. Take the soul and then kill it, and you're probably dead. And even the robot that probably has no soul now has no soul. So that's Emma. That's basically FC Emma. You know, if you could possibly get that first thing, and yeah, she is dark. She's dark, but then it looks like light. Sometimes I just get all in my feelings, but she is dark. So let's check out Fake Core version with all the newness, just to go over this real quick. And she's the poster child. You know, they should have blessed her up a little bit, just a little tiny bit. All right, so as you can see, her design looks way different. So this is past, right? These are the past. So this is before she actually passed away. She still has this ugly thing, which I think her weapon in the shop thing probably makes it look more realistic. As far as her not being, why I got that thing? I'm into dark things. Let's say the past, see, like it's light. In the small little differences, I'm happy that there is some type of difference. Now she's gonna get the scroll. As you can see, no ability decreases the defense of the attacking enemy for 20% of her max HP for 7 turns if the caster survives an attack. So what that is obviously gonna be like, as long as you don't kill her outright, which with her high HP and obviously awakening into red, she'll have a lot of HP, and it will be very difficult to do that. Same thing with Iris. You know, you just stack their HP so high that anything that they have that scales also off of HP would make them not only hard to kill, but she also has stuff that resonates with that. Also, you guys already know that supports and tanks also get mana when they survive an attack, so that's also a cool thing. I do wish that they would have a skill that scales off of HP, so we can have a HP scaling bruiser type of character. I don't know how dangerous that would be to the game, but I would like to see it because it just mixes things up. Things that don't just scale off of the attack all the time. I kind of hate when games do that. I like when things scale off of speed, defense. I like a skill that scales off of that, not just a effect or a passive. So now you can see that this turns into mana 3, which is nice, and does significantly more damage. She could technically do this on her first turn because she'll get 1 mana for the turn if one other character goes before her, and then boom, she'll be able to do this in the get-go. And again, with Signature Force, this would hit like a truck. Regardless of the fact that she is, you know, support, her attack's not going to be high, Signature Force would just do a good amount of damage because it's a 3 mana skill. That's how Signature Force works. I don't know if you guys know that, but it doesn't work with a burst per se, but like if it's a 5 mana skill, it's going to do a lot more damage than a 2 mana or 3 mana skill. So a 3-mana skill with already high attack percentages is going to chunk a lot. It doesn't matter that she's a support, it will do some good damage. Another cool thing is that you could actually, because of the fact that her passive works when attacked, you can attack specifically or purposely into Rara or any of the first guardians, because the wrath counter will legitimately hit her and then they'll get reduction from that. You can also obviously put her into cons where you see AoEs going out, which is nice. It doesn't say that you can't remove the debuff, but you guys already know how that goes. Sometimes it might be a little weirdo when it comes down to that. Now the last thing that she does do is a mark, which is kind of unfortunate because I feel like a lot of stuff in the game has been put in to reduce how marks are work or how effective they are, but it is what it is. Now you can see that she decreases the defense of all enemies by 30% of the caster's max HP, which is still good because, like I said, she's an HP scaling unit and you're going to stack HP on her. She has the highest base HP. It does it for 10 turns when the caster dies. Now it doesn't say that it stacks necessarily, but obviously if you guys are familiar, I've already exposed or shown that as long as there's defense drops coming from multiple different either skills, passives, or units, like it will stack. So you can essentially stack defense drops and stuff like that, really have a character possibly penetrating. This is, again, in my personal opinion, this is something for PvE, especially if you want to talk about like Mahar when he was just stacking defense like a madman. You would have a way to lower his defense slowly but surely and be able to actually break through his defense. You can do it in PvP, but I just think that, I'm sorry, I gotta say it, is that Signature Force is just a quicker, more efficient way of doing it. So in PvE though, you know, yes, Signature Force is pretty good, but as the battle progresses, they're getting stronger. If the defense is down, even your auto attacks will do good, everything will do good. And that's just my personal opinion on her passive. I just think that it will just do a lot better in PvE. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think that everything has to be PvP meta related. I tell people that, like, oh, this character is just not super meta, which is fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that it's just, most people want to summon for meta because PvE usually gets solved by something and then you're just left with, can I use this in PvP? That's usually how these games work. So I gotta call it how I see it. I don't think that she's a great PvP unit, but I think she's a great for PvE, especially when she gets attacked, right? The dragon's always going to be attacking her as long as she's in the field, unless he does that single target attack. So every time the dragon gets a turn, he's going to lower his attack. And I don't know when the dragon removes debuffs off of himself, but it's going to keep you alive for a while, honestly. So really, really good. She actually might even be, since she's a dragon knight, head dragon knight, you might substitute her and put her into, you know, every comp. You just need a dragon knight in every comp anyway, so maybe she'll be that one and she'll maybe keep your team alive longer to allow you to get higher scores. That could be a thing as well. I'll have to test that out myself. And now is this soul capture ability, which is this pretty much the same thing. It's just gonna look a little bit different. I don't think I showed this one either. I'm a bad boy. So yeah, now it's like a light. It's crazy because she went from like the dark build, which I think is in Dark Souls 2. Don't quote me on that. They had like dark magic, and Dark Souls 2 is one of the best PvP oriented games. Dark magic and stuff like that, and then she has like light, which is a big thing in the games too. Now everything has like a nice light whole torch texture design to it, feature. I don't know the proper way of saying it. But look at that. That looks crazy. It looks celestial. Look like she's repenting your soul instead. I mean, the explosion, I guess you could say like you're like super blessed. I actually would have preferred if she did something to an ally in it, and you know, instead of an enemy, she did something to an ally. That'd be pretty cool. Like maybe give out damage immunity. That would have been spicy. Give out damage immunity for like 2 rounds or some shit like that. She would have been, I would have been all my zest. I love damage immunity somewhere. I like anything that's weird. So like if it's weird enough, then it is. She's not weird enough for me, but she is cool enough that I think that she's warranting at least test trials and things of that nature. I do think that she's worth at least trying to go. We're gonna go, I think 3. I'm thinking 3. If the polls are good, we go 4. Sorry, 5. That's usually how I like to do it. But I'm not gonna pity. I know that there's I'm not gonna say better coming up, because that would be completely 100% incorrect. Not that there's better coming up, but there is more coming up. So I don't want to go too deep. But you know, we got the manifested. Go check out that first link in the description of the merch, man. Go get that merch, man. And if you haven't liked and comment or subscribed on this video, what are you doing, man? I don't understand it. Like, you want to understand this first poll? Hallelujah. Gotta hit him with the vocal cords, man. And like I already said, gear set is red. I'm not even gonna. Don't try to pretend like you're gonna put something else on her. I'm gonna do red. Come on, can we get a spicy? Can we get something spicy? Am I the only one that likes the legendaries? I like the legendary pulls because they kind of mix it up. So you don't always know when you're getting something spicy. Like this. Like you don't know when you're getting something spicy. This isn't spicy. But at least we got some faded. Because you guys know that I'm actually doing I'm doing the whatchamacallit, right? So I am doing the scout system for the entirety of this month. So I'll be scouting everything. We're seeing how long it's going to take. I started pretty much the beginning of this month. I forgot what video it was, but I decided that we're going to be using everything for scouts, no other door creation nonsense. And that is how I'm going to see like how long does it honestly take, especially when you get a faded that is those characters. No dice, but I really want to see how long it takes, because I wanted to do it when it first started, and I kind of didn't want to engage into the system again because I was afraid, you know, quote unquote afraid that they were going to change it and then I wouldn't have any materials or anything like that for it. A new, that's all. I don't know, it doesn't have to be companion, just a new, something new. Give me something new. You just said it, don't lie to me. He's like, I'll lie to you all day. Like, what are you gonna do? I won. Come on, nothing yet. Come on, baby. I just need to hear that sweet sound. Well, I need to hear it earlier. They're like, well, you're gonna hear it anyway. It's like, well, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. But come on, man. Let me hear that sweet thing zoom in. If it's faded, it needs to go blue. Damn. So I would think that this would not warrant, because I put it, oh yeah, I'm about to say, I'm pretty sure that. So it was 3, 1 faded out of the pull. Is that worth 5? You know what? Scared money don't make no money. You know, we out here. Bad pulls, but sometimes it's the fact that you don't go further. You don't go beyond. You stay at one spot and you don't have the balls. Okay? You don't have the balls to keep going. You're right there, but you didn't hit the diamond yet, right? So all you have to do is keep digging further and you will get what you want. It's about perseverance and other things that mean keep going that I can't think about in my head right now, but that's what it's about. You don't even need to look at the summons. You need to look at my face and my determination. It just keeps going, isn't it? Okay, so this is 4, this is 5, okay? This is 5. This is 5. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Look at me. Look at me. Right here. This is where it is. Focus. Focus. Fuck. Oh, man. Nero, if you don't bring a friend, I swear to God. All right. You know what? I'm gonna get the gat. They think I'm playing out here. It's like, you ain't got no gun. I don't. I don't. Yo, can y'all just hook me up with one fake coral? Like, yo, just. Would it trouble you so? Alright. We saving our luck for the next banner, bro. That's what that is. It's fine. Oh, sorry. Come on. Where are my CEO powers? It's not. I got drained. I got drained. The luck is gone, but we got a decent amount of legendaries. That's kind of a good part of the pool. Oh, can we get the buzzer beater? The buzzer beater? Nope. We got a scout beater. The scout beater system. Hey, she might come. What's going on? A lot of Legos here. All Legos here. Damn, bro. I mean, my scout's gonna look pretty. Didn't you come in the beginning? Did I get 2 of him? No, I didn't. lot of Legos though, and like I said, I'm not too. Oh, can you get something spicy from the whatchamacallit now? They went down to 11, so 2,000 to get a black, and a little bit more obviously for the other. Let me just suck all this up. Of course. What would you actually expect?
Where are we going?
You're going to be donated. So that's it for us here. We tried our best. I mean, all you can do is click take more of my ZEUZ. See, now we're back to 1,200, so we just need a little bit more. And for the people always asking, I have not actually re-upped my monthly, so
Wonderful.
you know, just sitting here saving, don't feel like investing anymore right now, especially because all the systems that are coming into the game about getting generals. I don't feel compelled necessarily to go out and get a general. I don't. So I don't feel the rush of it anymore. I feel like I'll get it through scouts. I'll get it through something. I don't feel like spending any more money at the moment. Anywho, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and remember that every day at the Casino is your lucky day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.